What's up, guys? We're here with Sam in his 2018 Porsche 718 Cayman GTS. This is a beautiful car. It drives extremely well, which you'll see in a couple of seconds. Absolutely love this thing. It sounds great. Hey, flip the exhaust button. Listen to that thing. Badass. Badass. What's your favorite thing about owning this car?
Everything is fun in it. Whether it's like road trips, track days, everything's great.
All of which you do. Road trip, track days.
Absolutely.
15,000 miles in about a year.
Yep.
This is not your typical Porsche guy.
No regrets doing any of it.
That's perfect.
What I don't get in value, I get in fun.
I like that. All right, man. Let's hop in and take this thing for a rip.
Absolutely.
All right, we're here with Sam in his 2018 Porsche Cayman 718 GTS. It's a 2.5 liter turbo. He no longer has the S2000. We never did a video with it, but he no longer has the M2 either. And I gotta say, I thought you were gonna end up regretting ditching the S2000, but I don't know, I think this is a pretty good replacement.
Yeah, so, I think I agree.
How much did you get this car for, man? Because in this market, it's tough. It's a tough sell. But I think for the price you got it at, it's decent. So how much did you get this thing for?
Yeah, so I picked this up right before the market went crazy. I got it in November 2020.
Okay.
And I picked it up for 67 with 5,000 miles on it.
All right, how many miles have you put on it in about the year or so roughly that you owned it?
Yeah, I've had it just over a year, and now I'm up to 20,000.
So 15,000 in a year.
Oh yeah.
In a Porsche.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is not your typical Porsche owner. And where did you roll over 20,000 miles?
Rolled over it at the track.
There you go.
Where else?
So using this thing like it's meant to be driven. Are those pops?
Those are pops.
Oh.
I threw it in sport mode for you.
It's pretty quick, man.
Does all right.
So we're sitting at, 365 horsepower, and about, the manual one gets 309 pound-feet of torque. The PDK gets 317. I'll take the manual any day. No hate on the PDK. It is the best auto transmission I've ever felt. But the manual Porsche for the street and daily use, I think, is really where you'll get the most fun out of it. So what made you get into this car, man? I mean, were you cross-shopping this or anything else, or what were you looking at?
So originally, yeah, I was cross-shopping it with Lotus Evora because like I wanted kind of a very, very driver-oriented driver's car.
Right.
But I wanted something that mixed kind of like the comfort of the M2 with the driver focus of the S2000.
Right.
And I wanted something with really connected steering, great manual transmission. Of course.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, I was cross-shopping with the Evora and ultimately went Cayman just because if I'm going to daily this car and put 15,000 miles on it in, just over a year, if something breaks, I want to have a decent dealer network. I just didn't trust the Lotus dealer network, basically.
Yeah, I can understand that. Oh my God. That's great. Dude, this thing's freaking quick.
It really is.
So this is your daily, like this is your only car?
This is my only car, yeah.
Wow. How's it been so far?
It's been great. So yeah, I put a decent amount of miles on it. I've had a couple small issues, nothing engine-wise, but just like little warranty items that had to get taken care of. So
what were those?
The biggest one was after one track day. I had a small electrical failure with what was it? The electronic engine mount
Okay.
Or I guess it's transmission mount, but this has active transmission mounts. So one of them had some kind of fault, and whenever that happens, like, it still is a functioning transmission mount. It's
Right,
like
right.
Nothing's the problem. It's just that it doesn't get firmer.
Right, right.
So had to get that replaced under warranty. I had a small fault with a parking or electronic parking brake.
Okay.
So I had to get, there's two of them. I had to get one of them replaced. But again, under warranty. And
This thing sounds great.
thankfully that's been it. Like,
This car is fantastic, man. I gotta say, I'm a big 911 guy, mainly for looks, but also for a flat six. But no hate on this 2.5, man. Like, this flat four is great.
people love to hate on how it sounds, but like in person, there's a little bit more to it that you don't get through the recording.
This car sounds good. And third gear, you can go past a little bit past 90. Like, this car is pretty tall gearing.
Makes sense on the track.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you said this car does have active rev match, but only in certain modes?
It does, yeah. So in comfort mode, there's no rev matching. In
That makes
sport
sense.
mode and sport plus, there is, unless you turn traction control completely off.
I love this thing. Oh my God. Wow, it definitely makes a difference with sport suspension. Holy Dude, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour through a turn, that's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was the speed limit the whole time.
That was 100%. I think you're doing 5 under, actually.
I was,
keeping it
yeah.
safe.
I'm very responsible.
You got any plans for this thing, or?
At the moment, no.
Right.
At some point, I might do like a stage 1. Nothing crazy.
And what would that take you to power-wise?
I believe stage 1 in these cars is like 440 horsepower. Something else I can say too about this car on track, like, I was pounding around all day, and I was doing like 15 to 20 minute sessions.
No, like, heat soak,
No heat soak ever. The highest temps I ever saw, highest coolant temps was 195. Highest oil temp I saw through the entire day was 226. It has an electronic thermostat, I believe.
Right.
So whenever you're in comfort mode, it runs a little bit hotter, cruising around, and it actually cruises around at like 230 oil temps.
Oh my
Like,
God.
that's what they want it to cruise around at.
So you're sitting below that.
So
on
you're
a
sitting
track
below
day.
that on a track day in sport mode.
That's crazy.
So like, we're in sport
Wow.
mode now, and cruising around, we're at 199
Yeah.
oil temp.
this is
Like,
if you-
these are built to be on the track.
right. Man, when you hit decel, you really feel it. What's crazy is this car's so smooth. Oh my God. Man, you can really hold it in the power band, Jesus. This is really cool, man. So, first time driving any Cayman. Also, this is a little, oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, and no pops and bangs in Sport Plus. Because track mode.
Oh, okay. That
Pops
makes sense.
and bangs aren't fast.
That's true. All about efficiency. First time driving a manual Porsche, too.
Yeah.
I see what you mean about the shifter linkage. It's not like as like rifle
It's not.
like feeling.
But it's still good.
No, it's still good, and
Yeah.
it's really easy to use. I mean, like, just hitting a downshift is really easy.
Right.
position, you know, the pedal box is a little over to the right, like compared to what you might be used to in like an American or Japanese car. But it's by design, and I think that would make heel towing a lot easier. The steering wheel feels like it comes out at you, and the size of the steering wheel and like your 9-3 grip, phenomenal. But I like this. Really easy to heel downshift. Oh my goodness. I'm short shifting and it stays in power. It's so nice. Oh my god, this is great. This feels like a precision instrument, like you know, like when you're cutting something and you grab a scalpel, you need that precision. This is what this feels like. To be fair, this is what all Porsches feel like. Dude, these pops and bangs are silly, but I love them.
It's like not the attitude you expect out of a Porsche, right?
No, it's just that like street car, fun smile, and then I'm sure you could put it. This is great. I gotta be honest, man, I'm liking this car a lot. Like, I can't stop smiling. So I think
were you not expecting to like it?
No, I was. It's just the way reviewers make it seem. It's like, oh, it's not. It's a Porsche, but it's like a.
But it's like the bad Porsche.
Down. Yeah, but it's not. It's a really good one. It's just so nice. It's so like refined. You still can feel what the car is doing in the corners. Well, I like the gearing. Like, I don't feel like I know why people like shorter gearing, but you know, to be able to stay in like, you know, third gear, for example, on a track, that's rewarding because that's less time that you have to, you know, take your hand off the wheel to shift. I love the seats, by the way.
Yeah.
They hold you really well.
These are the 18 ways.
Yeah, 18-way adjustable seats. It's kind of ridiculous how many options you have.
I know.
This car, I gotta be honest, it's pretty fast. Like, I know people like underrate, you know, 360, 370 horsepower, but for the street, it's more than enough.
Totally.
On a back road like this
literally
feels,
the perfect power level.
Yeah, man, it's perfect. Like, once you get up to a corner, you've got adequate braking.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like you know, you can carry some stupid speeds through some of these corners.
Absolutely.
It's kind of ridiculous. Dude, this handling is phenomenal. This sport mode is silly, man. Like, this is
good, right?
With pops in between shifts is just so much fun.
Yeah. Whenever you were getting on it, what I was trying to say though was all the cons that everyone has about the 718's long gearing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like not a thing with this car because like you can short shift it and you still have power everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Man, 100%.
You can shift it as much or as little as you want, which I think is so great. And in some ways, like, I would argue that this engine is better for the 718 than the 4-liter.
Right.
And like, it's a weird thing to say, but I kind of believe that. Granted, the 4-liter sounds better.
All right, so one of the things I really like about this car, which grew on me, is the interior. Color's pretty cool. It looks a little bit better in person. The blue pops out more in person, I think, but it's like a graphite blue. All the buttons, all the switches on here are extremely satisfying to press. Everything is physical. Everything is analog. I love it. Listen to this. Extremely nice to touch. And the interior is pretty usable, man. So, here. You can see I have my, and this is pretty rare because this is a mid-engine, so you got some room back here. So, I got my gimbal, my tripod's tucked away in here, and my camera bag. You can fit small luggage and stuff in here. It's great. Inside, 18-way adjustable seats. Like, this is beyond comfortable. Bose audio system, which is okay. There's your fill up there in the front. It's a Porsche thing. So, here's the front. Extremely usable. In here you have your tire inflator. In here you have your jack. This is an emergency handle in case, you know, a baby gets stuck in here, they can get out. You got your brake fluid, washer fluid. This comes off by popping this panel out. And in the back you have engine oil and coolant. So, beautiful car, man. Really starting to grow on me. Final thoughts on the 2018 Porsche Cayman 718 GTS. Didn't have too many expectations going into this review before I drove it, and I have to say I was really blown away by the driving experience. It's actually really nice and extremely fun to drive, and I 100% wouldn't hesitate to buy one of these myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. My Instagram and all my social media links are down below in the description if you want to follow me there, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to keep living life at max speed.